always like AT&T or Spectrum or one of them, or just the city politics in general. Like they always try to cut my live stream whenever I'm on my phone or something. Whenever I'm like near my apartment or wherever, like something about the city government came on, and then suddenly my live stream stops, and it was about how they're funneling $100 million of San Antonio taxpayer dollars to the Spurs arena, and we can't even really like take care of our citizens. Like we have a major deficit, and we're trying to. And not only that, but like the firemen and the police have asked for more money. So San Antonio's in a weird spot where the firemen have asked for more money, the police have asked for more money, the Spurs have asked for more money, and there is no more money because everyone's fucking leaving the city. I don't know what this city is on. I don't know like what these people think, but people don't even live inside the city limits because they don't want to pay the city taxes. And there's no incentive to live in the fucking city. So all the people that live in the city, they pay like technically higher taxes so we can have stupid things like a fucking stadium. The other stadium was good enough to me. And the stadium really is just a taxpayer way, a way for the Spurs to get more money out of the taxpayer and just milk money out of the literally get taxpayer subsidies and tax breaks. Milk as much money as you can out of the local community, then outprice the local community and sell the tickets to people who are most likely going to be from Austin or outside of the city limits in places like Bernie or New Braunfels or Fredericksburg that aren't incorporated in San Antonio. But they're going to benefit the most off of it because they're not paying for it. Their local citizens aren't paying for it. Their local taxes and property taxes, they're not paying for it. It's the people who live inside the city limits, their property taxes, their sales taxes. That's what's paying for the fucking stadium. And do you think the people who live inside the city limits are going to be able to even afford to go to this fucking stadium? Probably not. And you know what type of jobs these fucking stadium is going to create? It's going to create immigrant construction jobs. Do you think anyone with a college degree, anyone from UIW, Our Lady of the Lake, Trinity, UTSA, Texas A&M San Antonio, do you think any of them is going to go work on a construction site to go build a fucking stadium for like $15 an hour? Probably not. They're probably going to say, this city has nothing for me. I'm taking my ass elsewhere. The city is just, it's made to be like just the most wage suppressed, impoverished, backwater American city. We're the 7th largest, like we're a major city in the United States, and we act like we're just some small podunk town in the middle of fucking Mexico or something. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I listen to the radio and I'm just like, I'm probably hated locally because I don't give a fuck and I'm not here to kiss ass or fucking. Because a lot of people in the local politics, they just want kiss asses. They don't want people who actually fucking care, who actually have any individual thought. A lot of these people in power, they just want people who will kiss their ass and that's it. They don't want someone who's going to tell you, hey, I don't fucking think your idea is a good idea and I think it's stupid. They don't like people like that because they want to feel validated in their stupid ideas. They don't like when people are like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea. They're like, well, I have money. I'm rich. I should be able to do whatever I want. I own the city. And it's like, you don't own the fucking city. You don't even fucking live in this city. Half the people who are asking for the fucking Spurs arena don't even fucking live in San Antonio. They live in like Alamo Heights. They live in like fucking some type of tax haven that doesn't even pay taxes to the city of San Antonio. But somehow everyone should just give money to the Spurs because they're just so great for the community and everyone just gets employed and blah blah blah. I'm like, it doesn't fucking mean shit to me. I'm still unemployed. My dick is still not getting sucked. I don't give a fuck if the fucking arena is here. I don't give a single shit about the stupid goddamn fucking arena. You know what I give a fuck about? Getting my fucking cock sucked, paying my fucking bills, and doing some fucking shit that I could afford in this goddamn fucking city. I don't give a fuck about the stupid fucking Spurs arena. Pour my fucking coffee up. But I'm just like, dog, I don't give a single shit. When I'm listening to TPR radio, I don't fucking care about the stupid goddamn tax, literally just a fucking rob the people of their fucking rob the people while they already had 2008, they already had the COVID crisis, and now we're just gonna rob the people even fucking more, so we can pay for a stupid arena so people can fucking dribble a basketball around and charge us fucking $30 to watch it. And not only that, but you can't even watch a Spurs game on the TV for free. So you can't even watch the game for free anymore. And you can't even, now the stadium is going to charge more. They're going to ask for more money, and they're going to charge you more for you to go to watch a game. It's like, I don't want to fucking watch the game anymore. You're making it unenjoyable. When it becomes unaffordable, it's just like, this is just gatekeeping me out of watching this sport. You know, it just feels like it's just an agenda to gatekeep people who actually made this sport the sport. But I'm sorry, like basketball was never a sport for the like top dollar spender. It was a middle class sport. It was a sport that was meant for middle class individuals who aren't gonna go play polo. They might play golf here and there, but they're not gonna go fucking watch a golf match. They're not gonna go play tennis. It's for people who are like there's just different. There's football, there's basketball, there's baseball. These are all commoner sports. You can go get a ticket for cheap and you go watch a baseball game with your kids and family or a date. You can go to a football game for cheap. When you watch some of these older 70s games, it was about commoners, middle-class individuals creating a community around these teams. It wasn't about some top dollar, big dollar spender. You look at fucking Dr. J, you look at fucking some of these guys like George Gervin who were just starting out. It wasn't some like, oh, we need some big ass stadium. No, they were just out there and people were just coming to the game for like $5, fucking crowding the bleachers, sneaking in the game just to watch it. Now we don't have that shit. It just feels empty. It feels hollowed out. It feels like the game is like become some type of like, I know everyone needs to make money, but they already make so much money. It's like, how much more money could you possibly make? How much more could you exploit and extract out of the commoner who already has everyone extracting and exploiting everything out of them? It's just, I don't know. Just even here in the Spurs arena irritates the shit out of me, because our city is not even, there's so many other things we have to invest in this fucking city to get to that next level. And to be honest, the Spurs arena is not it. And the thing about it is they could have got funding from Austin. They could have got funding from San Marcos. They could have got funding from multiple city states. No, they're going to ask San Antonio, one part of the entire Spurs ecosystem, to pay for it all. That's like asking Arlington to pay for every stadium. I mean, they probably do, but I'm just saying in general, there's Dallas and Fort Worth too. You know what I mean? Like, in San Antonio is kind of in this ballpark where we're going to get stuck paying for this bill, and it's going to be sold to Austin and people who don't even fucking live here. And they're not going to be paying any taxes for this shit. We are. We're going to be the ones that are wage suppressed, not getting shit for it. I really don't care. I support, I'll play this. I support the Spurs arena to a degree. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, we should just stop. We should just like it's already too late. Like, we're already in it. We're already deep into it. It's kind of those things that we're not turning the ship around. Like, you know, like it's the people already voted for it. I'm just saying in general, I don't want this to become like some 10-year project, and it's just like milking taxpayer dollars, and it's like, are they ever going to finish this stadium, or are they just trying to pay contracts out for these construction workers and stuff that probably aren't even American? I hate to say it, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I don't want this to be like some like 10-year billion-dollar project that like went way over budget and now is becoming some like major eyesore in the city's downtown. And then it's like, we still have the Alamo Dome, we still have the Frost Bank Center. And what's going to happen to the Frost Bank Center and Alamo Dome? Are we going to like get like a team or something? Are we going to get someone else to come in here to possibly drive up revenue? Like, you know, It's just like, what's the next step? You know, are we gonna? Is the Frost Bank Center gonna become a part of some other teams, like, thing, or is it gonna become? I don't even know. Maybe we can get like a football team or something. I really don't know what the plan is. I don't really care what the plan is. All I care about is like the economy is bad, and this just seems like it was a bad time to ask for that amount of money when the economy is like, all like people are already dealing with super high grocery prices. People are already dealing with tariffs. People are already dealing with like gas prices that are like 70s, like stagnation level. So it's kind of like this is the worst time to ask for that. You know what I mean? It's like you see me broke as shit right now. Now imagine if you asked me, "Hey, can you spot me like $100 or $200?" I'm gonna be like, "Dude, you know how broke I am? Like I'm about to eat like one mackerel, and like like that's it. That's all I'm gonna eat today is that one mackerel." So like it's kind of one of those things where it's like, maybe we should just like be a little bit more respectful of like the current like spending and economic climate of the society that we live in. You know what I mean? I don't know. I personally think that the Spurs management does a good job. They're better than most. It's also not just one person. It's a group of business people. So that's always good so that you're not having just one person's interest. It's usually like spread out over like a series of people's interests. But my thing is just like I want San Antonio to get to that next level. And I don't know if this is like necessarily going to get us to that next level or just become a big construction project to import a bunch of labor, to be honest. Who knows? We might start hosting World Cups. We might start being like Dallas. Like this stadium might put us in the Dallas ballpark. I could be hating right now, and this stadium could put us in the ballpark where we're like Dallas. If we're gonna build this stadium, I want it to look exactly like the fucking Texas Rangers place. Because when I went to Dallas recently, I went to the Texas Rangers stadium, and it was not just the Texas Rangers stadium. It was a walkable area. You had, even if the game wasn't on, there was like places you can go eat and bar. So if it could become something like that, I would take everything I said back, and I'll be like, this is a great community project. It is driving up downtown commerce, sales tax spending, alcohol tax spending, and maybe we even get some weed tax spending in there. You know what I mean? But like if they're gonna do this Spurs arena stuff, I don't want it to be like just like, oh, it's just like, I want it to be like something that people can go to. I mean, I'm just a commoner. I don't have any money in the say, but I'm just saying in general, like if ideas to be more positive instead of negative, because it's already gonna happen, you know. But now you gotta ask yourself, how can you make it as good for as it can be? I don't even know. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. I'm going to end it on a positive note now that I've got all the negative notes out, because it's always best to leave it on positivity now that you've got all the negativity out. But the positive note is it could end up like the Texas Rangers stadium up in Dallas. I don't know if you've ever been to the Texas Rangers stadium in Dallas, but outside the Texas Rangers stadium, they have a bar that's like 3 or 4 floors. Like they have like a 4 story bar. They have the Choctaw lounge in this bar. I went to live. I went to Live. I went to a bar in Live called Live in Dallas. My cousins wanted to go to like a more poppin' bar. I was kind of like, Live was good. It had multiple screens. I took videos. I actually got a beer there with two of my one of them was not my cousin's, but it's like my cousin's friend, and then one of them is my cousin. And we I got a video of us toasting a beer at Live. I kind of wish we spent a little bit more time at Live. We could have got more scenic pictures and walked around, you know. But I'll have to post that part of Dallas. I've been to Dallas a few times, and it always gives me inspiration of what San Antonio could be. Like every time I go to Dallas, I'm like, San Antonio could be this, but somehow we're not. You know what I mean? And when I went to that Texas Rangers stadium, I thought that could be like, just thinking about it right now on a positive note, trying to end it on a positive note. Man, that like I honestly I might even pull it up. That live bar in Dallas is low key good, and it's right outside the Texas Rangers Stadium, and that whole area is kind of it's more than just a stadium. It's like a park where people can go. It's like a commons. It has places where you can eat. It has places like bars. It has like things like that where people can go and it have some level of community or commons experience. You know what I mean? Let me pull it up. It's the Texas Ranger Stadium. Is that one actually? I went there and there was no game on. There was not even a game on, and I was just like, wow, this is actually still pretty scenic. It was like on like a the stadium, or I'm just gonna go to the live bar. It's like live bar in Dallas. I went to that bar in Dallas, and I just thought like, man, dude, if there was like a game on, like if you were there and there was like a major game on or like something major happening at that live bar, I imagine during the World Cup that bar was probably packed. Like I imagine that sports bar, because I went to this live bar in Dallas, and I imagine like I was like just it was like a week after the World Cup, so I was kind of like, damn, dude, I can't even imagine what this would have been like in the fucking during the World Cup. It was live. No. Live bar. Dallas. I don't even know I forgot what it was called. It's like 2 Live or something. Texas Live. Yes. This was actually probably one of the best bars I've ever been to in Texas, actually. Like, if we're talking about like just bars, like this sports bar was better than some of the sports bars that I saw in Vegas. Because I was walking through like Vegas bars, and I was kind of trying to see what was going on when I was in Vegas. And I'm gonna be honest, this was by far, when it comes to just scenery, when it comes to just like, it wasn't a bar where you're gonna go in there and there's gonna be titties out and ass is shaking. If you want to do that, you need to go to a place like Ecstasy. But some guy told me while I was hooping in Dallas, he said the Ecstasy got shut down. He said there was too many killers in there, and I was like, hey, I was in there, nigga. Like, he made it sound like straight killers is in fucking Deep Element Ecstasy, and I was like, honestly, I was in there. It was a vibe. Maybe because I kind of have that mentality too. I kind of have like killer mentality, but like I didn't even notice anything when I was in Ecstasy or fucking Deep Element. I was like, man, these people are kind of just like normal. They're about like the same as me, maybe a little bit more hood. Like literally, that's all I see. Like whenever I get to like go to places like Ecstasy or Deep or like Deep Ellum or some of these other places, I'm kind of like, honestly, these people are just like a more hood version. And honestly, I can probably be a little bit more ghetto and hood sometimes, even though I'm a suburban. But like deadass, I kind of like look at them like, to be honest, we're not that far off. But anyway, this Texas Live was probably one of the greatest bars I've ever been to. But the problem is my cousins, they didn't want to stay there very long. We went there and then they were like, we're going to Uber to the next bar. And I was like, dude, who do you think you are? Like, I don't know. My cousin got like a job in New York or something probably. And now he thinks he's like the big wig or something. I'm like, dude, we can just enjoy a beer in like a casual Texas bar. But no, he was like, we got to go bar to bar. And he was like, we were like Ubering across Dallas and stuff. I was like, dog, at some point I was like, I just want to like chill and just drink a beer. But it was fun. I will give him that. He did set it up to where we went to multiple places. I can't even be a hater. You know, I can't even be a hater. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this was actually probably this is possibly the greatest bar in Texas. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The beers are a little overpriced. Like, it was like $15 for a Blue Moon. I was like, whoa, bitch. But then I was also like, it's the scenery, it's the vibes. This place is like 3 or 4 floors. They had the Choctaw Lounge in there. I didn't even know that Choctaws were in Dallas like that, but I took a picture of it. I took a video of it. It was pretty cool. Honestly, I'm going to have to release these videos.
Howdy there, travelers. Alan Ashton here. On this episode, we come to you from downtown Arlington. More importantly, we're the Texas Live Entertainment District. This is a district that has 35,000 square feet of bars, restaurants, and plenty to do here. Let's go give you a tour of it and show you what it's all about.
Now, if the Spurs Stadium looks like this, I would actually like be like, wow. I'd be like, this is insane. But as a skeptical San Antonian, I don't think we'll ever be on Dallas level. So sometimes I look at this and I'm like, I wish, but I don't think that the San Antonio Stadium, like when they build the new Spurs Stadium, I don't think it's gonna look as good as this Texas Ranger Stadium. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably not this. I've never been in the Texas Ranger Stadium, but just the park around it, the scenery, the vibes. Even when a game is not going on, people can come just chill. That's hard to beat. Anyway, I'm gonna put this on.
Dallas area, Lockhart's a big name here, and that's one where they have it here at the stadium or in the Texas Live area. We got brisket, pork ribs, and
jalapenos, cheddar sausage.
The jalapeno sausage, which is always good. All right, so nice brisket here. Put on the bread. It's not spicy or anything, just a normal sauce. Make a nice brisket sandwich here with barbecue sauce. Definitely good, crunchy on the outside, soft meat on the inside. Wash it down with Langenbrugger salmon shandy. So these ribs here, pork ribs. And actually, the barbecue sauce is a little tangy, huh?
Yeah.
There's a way to cut.
Oh my God, I hate stuff like brand power. I don't care. I don't give a single shit. To be honest, man. Yeah, this Texas Live Bar was great. You know. I'll have to post that. I'll have to post myself at that place because I was there. I've been at multiple places where I'm like, dude, I was there, man. It was fucking there, dog. Why the FBI is partnering with what? Ah, dude, no. What is this? I don't support this at all. Apparently China and Russia and the United States are like teaming up like with the FBI or something. I personally am like, you know, this is America, man, and we have different legal systems. I would love to just actually, like, I don't know, the FBI has lawyers and stuff. I'd love to just argue with someone. Just be like, dude, you don't even fucking know America. I'll talk to you about America. I would love to just knock on the door and just start arguing with someone. I would love it. I might even just run down there and just see if anyone. They might just tell me to go home. I'm joking. Go get a job, bum. But dude, I would love it. I would love to go to the FBI and just argue with people. I wouldn't even want to I wouldn't even want to help. I would just be like, nah, man, fuck all you guys. Honestly, you guys don't even know the Constitution, dog. I know this place. I know the Constitution, man. I'm joking. I'm a loadable, but no one's gonna tell me about the Bill of Rights or Constitution. Dude, if I could argue with someone who actually like knows the Constitution and Bill of Rights, that would be great. I feel like I would learn a lot. I learn a lot from arguing, honestly. That's one of my favorite things. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like Socratic debate and like just a pitch debate. Like, I don't like people who are too similar to me. I actually don't like that. I like people who are I can kind of argue with. Maybe I'm a toxic person. But you know what I mean. I kind of wish I could just do drugs and like join an agency or something like the CIA or something. I feel like it wouldn't even be that hard, you know? Like I would just do the job and et cetera, et cetera. They would just not want to hear my political takes at all. That's the only problem nowadays. Like you can't just like have political takes. Like people really just like they think that you're gonna like change the world or something. I'm like, Doug, I just give opinions. You know what I mean? I don't even know. If you ask me who I trust more, China or Russia, I'd probably say China. And also China's got good movies. Like it's hard to beat China when they have really good movies. Like China has really good movies. And that really is why I kind of fuck with China, honestly. But really just because they're movies? I don't know. China has great movies and fashion and unpopular opinion. They have hotter women than like Japan or Korea. Korea, like they're too pale. In Japan, like they're just like, I don't know, something's wrong with them. You know what I mean? And then, yeah. I'm already, dude, honestly, I can't, I don't even know if I should load another bowl. I'm already like, dude, my life is in ruin. Yeah, I gotta make sales and stuff because I'm not employed. I don't know, man. I'm on my, you know, I'm on my grind, man. But anyway, I'm gonna separate this and then I gotta like post these and do what I do. That's the final one, you know. I'm actually already uncomfortably pretty stoned. So I'm gonna like lock in here and who's buying our elections? This is the day Israel attacked the U.S. I don't know, dude. Israel. A lot of this stuff, I'm just like, dude, I am burnt out. I don't even know how people in power deal with this shit. If I was in power, I would be like literally smoking so much pot. Like if I was like a world leader or like I was like an actual politician, I'm not even I'm not even on the clock right now, and I'm already irritated. Like, think about that. Like, I'm not even on the clock. Like, there are people who are actually on the clock. This is their job. They are actual politicians and shit. I'm not even on the clock, and I'm already like this disgruntled. You know, like it's kind of crazy. That's why I'm like I can't even do politics. Like, honestly, like imagine this. Like, I'm not even clocked in, going to work for this, and I'm already irritated. Imagine people who do this shit for a living. I can't even imagine. I'm just like I wouldn't even want to do this shit. I'm kind of like I see the Albanian mafia, and I guess they move cocaine or something for Europe. You know, I mean, I could go in detail. I actually know a lot about the criminal underworld. Actually, it's if you stop thinking of it as like some type of like shadow clandestine, like secret type of thing, and then you just start seeing it as like bleak and honest. Oh, these are just people trying to make a living, and some of them take it too far. And then you start thinking about Merton strain theory and how certain strains put on people can also with other criminology theories can in turn lead to certain tendencies, especially in male populations, because males are told that you're supposed to be economically viable, da 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 da. So there's a lot of Merton strain theory pressure on a male to reach economic or social status, in society that women might not have. So if you have a lot of unemployed males, there's going to be an increased crime rate because Merton strain theory is going to it just dictates that there's going to be a lot of people who are et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I would love to like actually argue with these people and like not just be like in an echo chamber, like just like walking in circles and shit. But anyway, I'll just put this on and then I'll like I don't know, sell these stupid fucking clothes, post some videos and shit.
In May 2026, nearly 300 people were arrested in Dubai. Assets worth around $300 million were seized, and thousands of trafficked workers were rescued. But the most surprising part of the operation was not just its size, it was who was behind it. The raid was a joint operation involving the FBI, Chinese law enforcement, and authorities in Dubai. A level of cooperation between Washington and Beijing that would have seemed unlikely just a few years ago. After all, the two countries have spent years accusing each other of espionage, cyber attacks, and attempts to influence global affairs. Yet today, they are working together against some of the world's biggest criminal networks. And Dubai was only one example. Over the past year, FBI Director Kash Patel says the Bureau has built new law enforcement partnerships with both China and Russia. He argues these relationships are necessary because many modern crimes no longer stop at national borders. But critics warn that working with America's biggest rivals could create new security risks. So the question remains, why is the FBI turning its rivals into partners? To understand why, you first have to understand what has changed. According to Patel, the FBI has spent the last 15 months building what he describes as new and dynamic relationships with China and Russia, not to discuss military strategy or trade classified intelligence, but to go after criminal networks that don't respect borders. The clearest example of this shift is China. Today, officials from China's Ministry of Public Security regularly travel to the United States. The exchanges go both ways, with FBI agents making reciprocal visits to China. Those meetings have become a platform for both sides to exchange information and coordinate cross-border investigations. According to Patel, they are now in touch almost every day. Just a few years ago, that level of cooperation would have been almost impossible to imagine. But now, the FBI says these relationships are yielding real operational results. One of the clearest examples came in May 2026. The FBI, Chinese police, and authorities in Dubai joined forces for a coordinated operation known as Operation Sand Dollar. Their target was an international cyber scam network operating